Hello.
Hi, Akhilesh.
Hi, Salesh.
लिंक ओपन नहीं हो रहा था अखिलेश।
Is it not working?
या देखो May 24 का लिंक दिखा रहा था।
May 24 का. Maybe some issue is there. But it was showing in my today's calendar.
या बट लिंक का ऊपर जो आता है ना मे का दिखा था।
Okay, no problem. Audible, visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. As today meet
कल भी तूने यही किया मेरे साथ
and pay. I will make one of you as host. I think it requires admission for everyone else. Okay. Sumesh, are you here? Yes, you are here.
Yes.
I'll make you a co-host. Okay, so if anyone is there in the waiting room, just keep adding them.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. How are you guys? What's up? What's new? What are the plans for Eid? क्या चल रहा है भाई लोग? कुछ बोलिए. Hi Dinesh. Hi Shreyash.
No,
Me-
hi, Krish. अभी तो
Videos.
कुछ प्लान नहीं है. अभी इतना धूप में किधर जाना है मुझे. इतना हिट
Hello?
है बाहर.
नो प्लान टिल नाउ।
कुछ पढ़ते हैं फिर नया. Good.
I'm planning to complete the assignment finally. I'm waiting for a long time.
So assignment से याद आया. Who all completed previous assignment? The oil वाला, data cleaning.
वो कंप्लीट हो गया. ऑयल वाला तो कंप्लीट हो गया.
So, बाकी लोगों का. Who else? I saw Shreyas did something. Then we had Akash also, I guess. And I think Akhtar था और कौन था? ठीक है.
I think some Akhtar Khan. Yeah.
Yes. So who else? Did anyone get a chance to look into it? Let's take that into consideration first. So here oil consumption. I will share my screen. We'll just discuss the strategy and then later on, where is the file? Oil. Okay. Got it. Rest of the other people, please keep your doubts ready, queries and sample data sets which are related to your doubts.
We can't see your screen.
Yeah, I have not yet
Oh.
shared it. Okay. I'm arranging the file first. Okay. Are you able to see me and the screen?
Yes, we can see. Yes, we can see.
Yes.
So this is the data which Shreyash shared last time. And the problem was this was not numeric. So how to like fix this data set, right? How to fix this data set. So what are the different ideas? So those who have done it, okay, please keep quiet for some time. Let us understand and see how people approach this data set. So if you see here, M is written, K is written for thousands, for different years, different countries. This is their oil consumption. Now what we need to do to fix this data so that we can make charts, pivot tables, or whatever you need out of this data set. Okay. So क्या करोगे? How will you do it?
So we can identify this K and M, and on basis of that, we can multiply with the number 1000 for K, and for million, you can multiply by
There
million
is
with the
no
number.
sense. How will you do it in an automated way? Tomorrow numbers might change. We will have to think that way.
So now in this data, we can see million and thousand only.
Yes. Thousands and millions. That's it. Anyone?
Can we use replace function, replace all k with 000?
We can do with Power Query and replacing that.
0 is okay, but then what about this? The zeros will be added after the decimal. So there is no point of those zeros.
Decimal also we can replace.
Decimal also we can replace, but then
Point only.
how many zeros you will add? Decimal will play a role. 3 zeros or 4 zeros?
No, it's not workable with replace.
It is.
Can work in few cells, but not all. Next.
So we can identify the last value, that is K or million. And on basis of that, we can multiply it with the number which is remaining. We can substring or probably L trim or L.
Let's first do it using a formula. What formula you will write? Excel formulas. Okay. Tell me, what will you write? How to
from
get the numbers without the suffix, the unit? That should be our first objective, right? Come on, someone. What function to use?
Find K.
Sorry?
Find. Can use find.
Find K. Okay. What else? What will we do after finding K? Do we really need to find K? Because here the position is fixed. It is the last character. So we don't.
The right value will identify whatever is there, K. On basis of that K or M, we will multiply with that. I don't know how we will put Excel formula in this.
We will do it in 2-3 steps, and then later on we will try to identify how to do it in one single step. Okay. So first I will gather the character, that unit. Okay. I will type something like, okay, right of this comma, or no need for comma. It is only one character, so we don't need to put it directly, and that works. Fine. So this will help us. What is the situation? Whether it is 1000 situation or with yourself. And others also, if you are not participating, please keep yourself muted. Okay, so this is one side. Now we need the number without this, without K, right? So what can I do to get this?
Left, then length and minus
one character.
We can, one character.
Good. So
we will get the length and we will get the number.
On this text, he's saying that take it from the left, because we need 69.6, we need 22, we need 15.1. But how many characters is varying? So he is saying that take the length of your text, original text, whatever is the length, reduce it by 1. Those many characters from the left side we need, because we have already taken that last character and we don't want it in the numeric part. Okay, so that is giving us the number without the unit. Now this number can be 1000, this number can be millions also. So I will modify this here itself, or maybe I can do another one. Let's do it another one so that it becomes simple for some of you. Equal, what function should I use? There are situations, right? So for situational, if So if this
If
cell
it is A,
is K, then what should I do?
1000. We
It
can
should be
multiply by 1000. The value multiply by 1000.
value multiplied by
Multiply by 1000.
1000. Otherwise,
We can put again one more case by if it is M, then multiply by million. Because
yes,
if you are saying if it can vary, then accordingly we can keep on adding up the cases.
yes. So if you have more than like two situations, then go for another if. If you feel that it will always be in millions or case, then you simply say take this value and multiply it with millions or 10 raised to power 6. Okay. So this will be my formula in the current situation because there are only two scenarios here. Okay. When I press enter, I am getting the result. Is this process clear? We first
Yes.
identified
Yes.
what is the unit, and based on those units, we also identified without unit what is the number so that we can multiply it with, because with K or M we cannot multiply it. It will still be considered as text. So Sumesh, keep checking the people. They are coming now also.
Yes, yes, I've added it.
Okay. So this was the formula situation. But the problem with the formula here is formula is good. It is like changeable. So if this becomes M tomorrow, automatically it changes the results. But here there are so many values and the formulas always work on different cells. So if we are generating the data for these many cells, we will have to like consider another set of these many cells to write the formulas. That is the challenge. Okay. And then comes the Power Query. Maybe that can help us better. So for the Power Query, you need to have the range first. Now this range is up to 81st line and so many columns, B, D, up to these many columns. Okay. So I will do it in Power BI. I will close the Excel file and then open one of the Power BI file. Let's go for a new one. And you can do the same process in the Excel Power Query also. Okay, we are doing it in Power BI so that we can see the Excel also. Because when you use Excel Power Query, you cannot open Power Query as well as the normal Excel. Only one will open at a time. That's why I'm doing it here so that we can check the numbers. Give me a minute. The new window is visible, Power BI window. Data set is from Excel.
Yes, visible.
And it is on desktop, oil consumption. I will take this sheet. That's where we have the data and transform. Now, whoever used Power Query to solve this problem, please suggest the next step. Anyone who used?
First, we can promote the headers.
Okay, we can promote the headers. So in case of these steps, you can see change type is happening. So we will decide the data type once our data is clean. Okay, not right now. So I will remove this step for now. And first line is behaving as headers. So I will use this row, use first row as headers. Okay. Change type is again activated whenever you make any changes to the headers. This is what happens. So I will cancel that also.
Remove.
Now, what should I do
Then-
next?
Then replace null with 0.
Replace null with zeros. Okay, what next?
All. Then
So if
unpivot.
unpivot. Now, why there is a need for unpivoting? The reason is there are too many columns, and writing formulas for too many columns is difficult. So let us bring all this data set in one column. So what I will do, I will right click this and I will bring the years which are in different columns in one single column and their values next to that. So I will right click this and I will say unpivot other columns. So when I do this, look at the screen. When I do this, what happens? It gives my years in one column and it gives me the data in the next column. Now, obviously, earlier there was a grid kind of scenario that is gone, and we will be able to like modify this whichever way we know, we will be able to modify only one column. We need to operate only on one column. Now, Shreyas was also suggesting to replace null with zeros. Okay, when we unpivot, all the null values will automatically be gone because they are not required. For UAE 1973, some consumption was there, it will be mentioned. If it was not there, it was empty, automatically that cell will go away. So we don't need to worry about it. Anyway, that 0 was not helping us, right? It was not adding value to the data. Okay, now comes the part.
Now use split.
Split. So split based on what? So
From the
let's
last,
it can help.
last character.
Number of characters.
Number of characters from one from last, right.
So we can use this one, digit to
By
non-digit.
digit, yeah.
This is happening, you should split. So our text is a particular nature. We are having some numbers and then comes K or M. That means digits are changing to non-digits. So we can go for that and we can say digit to non-digit whenever this situation appears, please split my text. Okay. But what it is doing, it is changing the decimal also. So let's revert that step. Any other way?
I think from last one character is okay because everywhere last is K and M.
Okay.
Because we need to only split
Let's
one
try.
line.
Let's try if Power Query understand these things K and M. If I go here and change it to decimal, nothing works. So
No,
that is not working.
it's giving it.
Okay. Now what I will do, I will duplicate this column and I will create that conditional column. So I will go there, add column. Here we have extract last character because I am looking for that K or M. Last character. And it will generate a new column. How many characters you want? Only one character.
One.
So we got it. We got it. Now, here there is no importance of that K or M. We have already separated it. So what I will do, I will go to Home tab, replace values. And here, what to find?
K.
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 Replace it with nothing.
The
I will
next
repeat
will be
same step. Replace values. What to find?
M.
M. And replace it with nothing. Please make sure that your K and M should be as they have been appearing in the text. Power Query is case sensitive. Okay, so if you are having a doubt that I might have small case K or uppercase K, then before doing this thing, you can come here and you can say, okay, let me go and format it to maybe uppercase. So what will happen? Even if it is a small k, it will become uppercase letter. So that you don't need to worry that whether it was small k or upper M or like that. Same thing I can do here also. uppercase, so that my formulas can remain simple. Okay. So now, whatever I was doing, it was small k. Let me make it upper K. Capital M, that's also fine. So everything looks fine till now. Now, how to write that logical function which we wrote in Excel? How to write?
Conditional format. Conditional format.
Conditional formatting. Okay. Let's do one thing. Rather than going for conditional formatting, we can
Means add
go to-
add column with conditional formatting.
I will
Yeah, that is also. Yeah, that is also.
Nice value. Yeah.
I will say K
K with 000.
with 000, or I would say 1000. Okay.
Okay.
And if it is M, in Excel, I was avoiding this find and replace, but here I'm doing. The reason is in Excel, I will have to repeat it myself. Here, Power Query will repeat it. So I'm going simpler way. I could have written a conditional statement also, but I'm going the way which can work with most of you. Okay. Now what needs to be done?
We need to multiply these two in a new column.
Yeah.
Before that, we
Add
need to
column with
replace that point.
Before?
We need to replace this point, decimal.
No,
No,
we don't need
if
to
you
replace.
multiply it, decimal doesn't need to be replaced if we are multiplying, right?
Yeah.
It is important to keep it.
Okay.
So we'll go for add column. Then here, sorry, I have selected multiple columns. Add column, custom column. Value. What should be the formula? What
Value
should
multiplied by last character.
value
Multiplied by last character.
Last character.
last character?
Yes.
And it is giving errors. Why?
No, because we did not change the type value to numeric decimal. And
So we
also
are
for the characters.
and they are text.
Yeah.
So we will go one step earlier. And then I will say, please change it to decimal. And this also change it to decimal, or whole numbers, both are okay. So I've changed their types to numbers. And now if I do the multiplication, it will be all right.
Yeah.
And now I don't need this, I don't need this. So I can simply take this and press delete key. And this is my data set, which needs to be decimal. I can rename things if required. So this is year. That's oil consumption, and go to home tab, close and apply. So now this is automated way. If tomorrow the number of years increase or the number of countries increase, it will work as long as you have M and K situations. Okay. Maybe you could have written one more replace element wherever it is B multiplied with 1 billion. So it can accommodate all the three varieties also. So this is how your data looks now. Is this method
But
clear?
we need to pivot it back, right?
If you want it that way, you need to pivot. Otherwise, this is a much more flexible way of keeping the data.
Okay.
Okay. If you want to pivot, yes, you can go for a matrix table. You can keep your country in rows, year in columns, and oil consumption in values. You can do the same thing in Excel. Okay. And then also you will get this.
Mala Potishwani.
Okay.
Okay.
So always keep your data very lean. The number of columns should be as minimum as possible. And then it can be converted easily into any format. The number of rows are not, वो कहते हैं ना, कौन सा था वो, दबंग मूवी का था ना एक डायलॉग कि थप्पड़ से डर नहीं लगता शायद प्यार से लगता है. So here Power BI and this kind of tools, they say that we don't worry about the number of rows. Our main fear is about number of columns. The more the number of columns, the more performance issues will come. So try to reduce them as much as possible. Okay.
Thanks.
Questions? Any questions on this?
And one question. So how many number of rows it can handle? Let's say we have million or more actually. So usually we work with transactional data. So in that case, what exactly, how we are going to optimize?
Rakesh, when did you join?
I joined from beginning. I mean,
Is June beginning or which month?
June. Yeah, just last week, right? Last
Okay.
weekend there was a, yeah.
So you need to cover section 2 of the course.
Okay.
Okay. And that will give you some idea
Sure,
on how to combine multiple Excel files. So if you are keeping or hosting data in an Excel file physically, it cannot accommodate more than 1 million. So then you will go for splitting, right?
Okay.
You go for multiple files. Let's say 5 million data sets are there. Maybe you will have 8 to 10 files. So there they are splitted, but Power BI can take the data from a folder here.
Yeah. That part I'm sure. The thing, let's say my source has a million record. Okay. So how do we optimize? I mean, it usually slows down, right? Whenever we are loading it.
It will get slow. It will get slow, but 1 million is not a challenge for
Big
Power
number.
BI.
Okay. Fine then. Okay.
I have worked with 35 million rows also.
Okay. Then fine. Because I have not never loaded that much amount of data in Power Query.
Yes.
I usually
So
work in the
in
back end,
Excel
right?
Power
Yeah.
Query, yes, you will face a challenge because ultimately you need to load it. So rather than normal Excel, you have to go for Power Pivot.
Okay.
Okay,
Perfect.
you have to go
Let
for
me
Power.
go through that. Yeah. Sure.
So I will just show you.
Hello.
Sure.
Just a
Hello.
minute.
Excuse me, can I ask a question?
Yes, Firas.
If you don't mind, now let us say that I have this schedule, everything is okay, and I got a new data with a new same as the first schedule without any amendment or without any change.
Okay.
How to make the upload? How to make the effect on the new shape and make it as and I don't have to do all of this type of work. I'll just take it, import it,
here,
and add it.
whatever steps we added in the query, that was based on the current structure. Okay. The number of lines, number of rows can increase. Okay. Number of columns can increase. That's fine. But we created this structure based on the availability of K and M at this moment. Now, if you feel that there is a number which is maybe just 81 without any K or M, okay, so that needs to be 81 without any multiplication. So then when we are separating it out, okay, so when we are saying, okay, inserted last character, so here you will not get K or M, you will get some other character. Okay. So whenever we get any numeric thing, we will write somewhere some kind of logic. Okay, whenever you see a number, then please don't multiply or multiply it with 1. So that kind of logic we will have to add.
And how to add it on the same sheet?
On the same sheet, yes, we will increase the number of steps in the process.
And the effect will come automatically to all whatever effects.
Yes, it will come in this data model automatically.
يعني let us say now the last year here it shows that 2023 as an example.
Yes.
Let us say that I got data for 2024.
It will come automatically. So here 2019 is the last year. Okay.
Yes.
Now, if I go for that Excel file, just a minute. This was the Excel file. Let's try to add one column over there.
Yes, if you don't mind, many thanks.
Yeah. So I will take any random column from here and I will go toward the end and I will paste it over here and change this text to 2023. Let's
We
say.
are not able to see the screen. Are you sharing?
I'm sharing the screen. Visible.
Okay.
We can
Yeah.
see.
I think it's some problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope it's visible to everyone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys.
We can see.
I just added one column. Let's add a couple of more columns, random ones. And this one will be my 2020 and this one will be 2021, let's say. Okay. Some new columns added and the country here, UAE is not there. Okay, let's add UAE. I will take this Sweden and here I will paste and name it as UAE. So that is the kind of like data which you will see in terms of changes. Where is my file? This is my file. I will close the query because we have not made any changes over here. This is my current process. The number of lines currently is 4084. Okay. I just need to click on Home tab and refresh. 4084 becomes 4379. The year UAE is added, you can see at the top, and the year is also 2021, 23. So automatically it will enhance.
So the effect will come also to me.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much.
Only if there is a new situation coming, then you might need to go there and change the process a little bit. It depends what kind of new situation is coming.
You mean to say like figures without letters? So
Yes,
I
if
have to go
something
to the
without
step.
letters is coming or something like trillions is coming, which we have not incorporated in the current process, then we need to and add those situations also.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay. So this was last week's assignments. So thanks to Sreyash for bringing this kind of data. And I request others also, whatever they see during their work journey or practice, just share it with others and everyone will try to solve and increase the skills which they are currently having. Now let's move to the doubts if you are having anything. Otherwise, we have Sumesh to like take us through some Excel concepts.
Akhilesh, so that about that number of rows, right?
Yes.
So if you would give me, I mean, few words, I mean, it will be great. You were showing it was interrupted actually.
I was showing what
So
actually.
you were showing that if we have more number of rows, right, over a million or so, so it might cause issue, right? That was my question.
Okay.
So
Yes.
yeah, while
Sorry.
you showing it got interrupted. Yes, sorry.
No problem. So what we have is we are having an Excel file. Let's go for a new Excel file. So we created this query in Power BI. Okay. And we want to do it in Excel because Excel, maybe we will use it for pivot tables and all or something else.
Yeah.
So what I will do, I will go back to my Power Query.
Yeah, please share the screen. The screen is not visible.
Okay, my screen is not visible.
Yeah, it's coming.
Okay. So I will go to Power Query. And this is the number of steps which I have written currently. Now, what I need to do is I can go to this advanced editor and it can take the full like whole program which we have generated out of those steps. So these steps are nothing but written over here in like one single place. So if I take this, it is also having which file to take, which sheet, and then what to do with which column, what to do, multiplication, everything is there in this code. So I don't need to recreate it in Excel. I will simply open Excel, copy the model from that place, the code from that place, data, and here get data. And this is the Power Query of Excel. More or less similar functionalities are there. In the other sources, you have one option for blank queries. So when I click on blank queries, it will open that panel where we can paste the code. So here I will go to advanced editor. I'll paste my code, whatever I copied, and you will see the same result.
Okay, okay.
You will see this exactly same results what you were doing in Power BI. This name can be changed to, let's say, oil data. Okay. And now the query is done, but where to take it? So here, if I go close and load, there's an option of close and load to. And it will give you these 4 options. When I say table means it will create an Excel table, so which will be loaded in one of the sheet.
Okay,
Now,
okay.
imagine if your query is generating more than 1 million, then
Yeah.
how will it possible, right? So rather than selecting a table, you need to go for creating only connection. Only connection means you will preserve the process. But you
Okay.
want to physically load it here. And you can use this option, add this to data model.
Okay.
So this data model is nothing but Power Pivot environment, which can like host similar kind of volumes of data.
Okay, okay.
I click on this, it doesn't come into any sheet, but it goes into my Power Pivot window.
Okay.
And that doesn't care even if it is more than 1 million,
Okay.
it is okay to host it. And theoretical limit for that is 1997 million rows. तो आपको कभी प्रॉब्लम नहीं आने वाला.
And sometimes you know what happens, people have some weird expectation. And some report, it's working for 4 seconds, let's say last 5 years. If it is taking 6-7 seconds, they are getting annoyed. I mean, 2-3 seconds doesn't matter, right? I mean, that's the reason I was asking if somehow we can manage with this kind of load and
So Power Pivot help. Otherwise, like ask them to
I
switch
see.
to like Power BI itself. That will be better at handling bigger data.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Next question, guys. Next question. If no questions, shall we ask Somesh to cover some concepts which he prepared for today?
I think that will be better, sir.
Okay.
Akhilesh,
Yes, Salesh.
Akhilesh, we were in map, which we have a map, right, where we can show the location and the status, or probably if business, we will show the volume, how it is performing. So we wanted to show, okay, being in banks, we have ATMs, right? So this ATM, if I want to show on the location wise, and I want to show whether it is up or down. Okay.
You need to collect latitude, longitude, then only you will be able to display, because ATMs can be multiple within the same mall.
Yes,
or
right. So you're saying longitude and latitude is mandatory.
Yeah, that will be more specific and precise.
Okay, but can I Power BI, can I display it outside to customers?
You can display
This
outside
graph,
if your IT
the
team
graph.
has it.
Okay, graph can be displayed outside, so customer can go and check into it.
So it depends what kind of data it is. So when you are sharing it, there is sharing with email. So only the other person, if he is validating his credentials, then only he will be allowed. Okay. There is an option
Okay.
of publish to web. If you feel that there is no confidential data, or you are okay to share it with normal public or whoever you are sharing,
Okay.
so that is also possible. Okay.
Okay, I can publish it. I won't open it. It's like publicly. It's not like there is no confidential. Only it will give the real-time data about the ATM.
So ठीक है, वो तो
Status.
publish to web एक possibility है. That is one possibility which you can
Okay.
use.
अब मुझे यहाँ पे what I want to do, the ATM which is available should show in green, and the one which is not should show in red.
Possible.
I did it. So,
So so this map you need to use. And currently I'm having the country, but in your case you need to use latitude and longitude. Because I'm having the country, I will put it in location. So here. So this is showing all the countries which are available in this data set. So these are the countries which are part of this data set. Okay. In your case, you will use this section. You will use latitude and longitude, these two sections for plotting it on the map. Once you have it.
okay.
And then.
But I can use location for the Emirates, right?
You can use, no, you cannot use both of them
Okay.
simultaneously, either latitude, longitude or location. But you
Understood.
you can use legend for the Emirates so that they will be shown in different colors.
Understood.
Okay.
Okay.
And then if any numeric element is there, then you can use this bubble size or tooltips.
Okay. But as you said, legend to show the area, means the exact location. So it would be description, right? So next to certain mall or shop or things like that, right?
Tooltip is for everything
Okay,
else.
I can use tooltip. Fine.
Okay.
Fine, at least.
Right. And then display it whenever we meet next.
Done. I will do that.
Okay. I will show you one sample. Guys, please mute yourself. Who is it? Okay. आप लोग बात नहीं कर रहे हो तो म्यूट करके रखो. Okay. Unless you are contributing to the discussion. Let me see if I can like open something which I created for a restaurant. And what we did is we took their delivery data. We collected the latitude and longitude for each building. We were not interested in the customer. We were just interested in which building is like giving us the orders. And then we plotted it. So the most trickiest part was getting the latitude and longitude. If you are maintaining them or if you can collect it once, after that, it will be very easy. Okay. Because here, the only drag and drop only, right? Not much.
Right. I'm working on that. And one more thing which I faced. Okay. So I'm just giving a hypothetical example. So my ATM ID starts with 0001. Okay. This entire value. Okay. That is how the ATM ID is. So the number 0001, when I pull that data in Power BI, the 00 automatically go and it will only show the number.
So you need to convert it back into the text.
Okay. So while pulling in,
it feels like, okay, it is a numeric column. Okay. So that's why the initial leading zeros are removed. But if you say it is not a number, it is an identifier or a text, it will not remove those things.
Okay. So after pulling, I will change it to text and then I will pump the data again and it will automatically take care of it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Thanks.
Next question. Yes, Mahesh.
So I just have one query. Any post on MIS reporting system?
ये सब MIS की काम आता है. Whatever we are discussing.
I know that, but any like Excel में वगैरह.
ऐसा कुछ है नहीं. If many people are interested, we can run a live batch. Okay,
Will be
paid.
good, sir. Yeah.
Hmm.
We can pay also if
We can conduct it if enough number of people are, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
ठीक है. So I was showing you that map, right? I have opened the file. Look at this. This is Karama Bardubai area because that restaurant was located in Karama. Okay. It was one of my friend's restaurants, so that I was having full access to the data. And then I was playing with some things. So this is how you can plot it, and every dot represents a building. And if you hover that, the tooltip shows the address from that building, how many orders came, and what was the total value. So tooltip can be designed, go through the course properly, how to design it, but then it really gives a power. Look at this Sheikh Zayed Road.
Wow.
Line, downtown. And then because they were in Karama, after that they were not able to service it properly. And then they opened, by looking at this map, later on they started thinking, okay, this area we have covered. They opened one branch in JLT after that. Then one branch near that last metro station, which is Rashidia and all. Then Sharjah and all. They started covering like that. Okay. So latitude and longitude are the key. Now, if you see the data over here, the locations, it looks something like this. These are the addresses, whatever was that address. And then I went to Google or whichever way I could generate. These were the latitude longitudes. So these two columns you need if you are like trying to display something based on the geography. City, country automatically can be like displayed. But beyond that, you need to have latitude and longitude. Okay.
Yes,
Sir,
thank you.
do you use any API to create the latitude longitude, or no,
Uh,
definitely it's used data?
Not
So
any API, but you can try to find some Google add-ins. Okay.
okay, okay.
And they might charge something, but what I did was how many items? These were 7,000, and I
Yeah,
did it
it's used. Yeah.
3-4 days because they were having a free limit of 1,000 per day, something like that,
Okay.
or 100 per
Okay.
day. Okay.
Okay.
But if it is one-time job and the volume is higher, go for the payment also. That's fine. It will reduce a lot of, but it will not be always 100% accurate, but it will reduce your lot of work.
Manual
Okay.
work.
So
Yeah.
that you figure out on like fixing it if it is not accurate. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. This will really help in FMCG and restaurant kind of business or retail business.
Exactly.
Okay. Next. Sumesh, I think we will take that part in the next session someday, or maybe on Saturday or Sunday sometime. Okay.
Akhilesh, sir, one more question.
Yes.
So can we get some sample data? I mean, if you don't mind, I mean, this kind of latitude, longitude, and all
Sample
kind of.
data has. It is there
Okay.
in the portal.
Okay. Sure.
You
I'll
need
get
to.
a hold. Oh, no, I have just started, so I was a bit curious to, yeah,
So
to
whatever
explore.
whatever tutorials we are having, they are also having the sample data which we have
Sure.
used.
Fine.
Next.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, Arvind.
Yeah, Akhilesh sir. We were just working on this oil consumption sheet, right? And we brought the map and we pulled the countries.
Yes.
And the countries, I mean, are not coming on the map. It's showing contact the admin or tenant. I remember you showed some settings in the options and all.
File.
I went there. Yeah, I went there, but it's checked, but it's still not coming.
So then
It is
your admin has to,
fine.
which ID you are using, ours or someone else's?
Your DC.
Okay. ठीक है. Just mention the ID and we will check. We'll check with the
Okay.
vendor.
Okay.
Okay. Next.
Akhilesh, one more question.
Yes, Alish.
So Akhilesh, I have loaded the data for a year. Okay. Now I don't want to load it again in Power BI, I want to have an incremental load which keeps on adding up in my data. Rather refreshing the entire lot, I will only have the incremental load. So is that can be achieved?
Salish, I have not done it till now. Okay. Whatever data sets we have worked with for any client, they were always in memory. In memory means you need to import it and then work on it. It is having a better performance. But I understand that when the data set is very, very large, then you would go for incremental refresh. So guys, what he is saying that if there are, let's say 13 million rows, and tomorrow I am refreshing it, and there are 200,000 rows are new because of tomorrow or maybe today. Okay. So I don't want to like refresh all the 30 million rows. Why can't we just add another 200,000? Okay. So that is the meaning of incremental refresh. Only whatever is the increment, refresh that portion. It cannot be done over here. Okay. It has to be done in this service, but there is a, like, as far as I know, because I have not practiced it, but I know about the concept, there's a drawback or limitation with that process, that you cannot download the Power BI desktop files once it is like started. You have to always work in this service.
Yeah, Akhilesh, maybe I can add some points here because I usually work in data engineering and similar kind
Okay.
of setup. Okay, we have used data, we work. Okay, so what we
Okay.
usually do, I mean, may not be sweating at this situation. So what we usually do, we push the whatever the serving layer, as you were saying, right? We push it to Snowflake actually. Snowflake have a merge option, right? So what we do today, we have the full data, right? So let's say tomorrow only delta part will be loaded into Snowflake, so that tomorrow morning, whenever the client refreshes the report, right? I mean, the new data will be published, so that the calculation or whatever it will be happen only on that table exposed to the report. Actually, the report is built on top of the Snowflake table. So usually you have to have a serving layer for that. So not on the files, it is not recommended. Moreover, we don't get performance over if we kind of looking for some kind of performance and reports on top of incremental data. I
So
believe this answered the questions. Yeah.
again, Sailesh, I have not done it till now, so I will not be able to demonstrate it at least, but it will have some limitations. So if you are okay with those kind of limitations, then maybe explore it, otherwise leave it.
Fine, actually. I have an idea to it. I will try to pump it into a table, and then I will pull it from my whatever base data where I have to pull this data incremental, and I can keep on pumping as per the last increment which I have taken. So that is
Yeah.
one of the solution. But when it comes to file, yes, then you said there is a limitation, yes, because file has to be refreshed, or Excel or anything has to be refreshed.
So so generally what happens that if we go to Power BI service and you can set the schedule and all, and let's say if this is there, any sample I'm showing, you can download it. You can download the desktop file again from here. Okay, let's say you created this dashboard and then you left this organization. So someone else who will be taking care of it, he can download this file.
Okay.
Now, this download option will be gone because the way incremental refresh is set up, it needs to be online because it will preserve the data somewhere online. So that's why the download is disabled, and then you will have certain limitations whenever you want to modify something on. Okay. But explore it. If it works, that's fine.
Thanks.
Next question. So how is this new time, 9 p.m.? Will it work for everyone better than earlier?
Yes.
Yeah,
This
Saudi wale to फटाफट बोलेंगे.
because we come at
time
8
is
o'clock or something, so at least in evening we get that time.
Good. At least we will be having less distractions, family and all. थोड़ा बच्चे सो जाएंगे, right? So it will be easy that way also. And some people were genuinely getting late because of the office. Okay.
Yeah, but for Indians, it is late night. No.
ठीक है यार, stretch करो थोड़ी time. Right.
Bit late, but it's okay to be with the team.
You can focus more.
Yes.
Okay.
No one will disturb at home.
Huh?
No one will disturb at home. Everyone is in sleeping.
Yes. Yes. My daughter used to like always call me, Papa, please sleep with me. And I was always, for one reason or other, like doubt session happens only one day. But then I was avoiding it. Maybe now I can accommodate her request and then attend the doubt sessions also. Okay, guys. If no other questions, then we can call it a day and see you next time. Let me see the chat.
Thank you so much, sir. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Somebody has asked on the chat for PNL.
PNL, this is the PNL one, right? This is a very summary level data of PNL. Nasir? That's okay.
Thank you. This is what I always admire myself. I always see the PNL is something. I see all of your dashboards and the way how you manage the PNL is amazing.
Thank you. Okay. Chalo, let's practice, guys, and share good news more and more. Eager to hear from all of you something good. Okay?
Good night, Abhish.
Okay.
Not a place. Thank you.
Good night.
Thank
Good night.
you.
Okay. Bye bye. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Good night. Good
Good
night.
night, guys.